And you know, the beauty of where we sit right now is it is soon not going to be our issue.
Well, yours.
Well, wait, what makes you think, what do you mean?
Well, I'm probably going to try and help out Grayson as much as I can.
Oh,
right?
yeah. No. Listen, same, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's where I sort of see the function of this law firm, right? Because the value of it is, it's kind of, think of it more like a think tank, right?
Yeah.
And it has the ability to sort of assist both counties.
Sure.
And effectively, look, I'm realizing privatization is the way. It's got to be. Mostly because for no other reason other than the fact that being tied directly to the government sort of limits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put it this way. What are they going to do? Like, you know, oh my God, they thought you hurt someone, you lost your gun license. It doesn't stop you from writing.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't stop you from thinking. I can now look at a cop in the face and say, suck my dick, you stupid prick. You fucking cunt. If someone pisses me off, you fucking blast them in the face.
Yeah.
That's the, that's where the real danger begins. You know, funny enough, Carmine is, the first one to realize that.
Really?
Yeah, because... You see them right there?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. What was I gonna say?
Carmine.
I go, yeah, I'm going back to law, and he goes, fuck. I think that was actually one of the biggest damaging things, not being able to go down into a cell rep. I want you to get you got your bar.
I do, yeah.
I want you to think about this. Like, being able to walk into the cell and repping is fucking huge.
I've done 3. Haven't in a minute, but yeah, I agree.
I think there's value too in building up people that can do some of these things. You know, that's how Archibald came to be. Which, mind you, where the fuck has he been? Is he okay?
I've seen him like twice in the last month and a half, maybe.
Became a magistrate, no?
He did, yeah. But I haven't seen him in court yet, to be honest.
I haven't seen Ava either.
You know what I did see? Is I saw McNee took a fucking case.
Yeah. You know what's fucked up?
Ooh, can of worms. Sure, tell me.
I've been trying to figure something out, and it's got me a little perplexed. I told you the Barrett situation yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to them about there was some interest around somebody I'm concerned with, and I'm sure you can figure it out given the legislation we're about to put up. And why this individual's assets are surrounding him. And I was told not to be concerned about it.
By whom?
The partner. And I also told them the Barrett was in the area. They told me everything was clear. And then it turned out it wasn't, given the photos Barrett sent me. And so at the foreground of all of this, I was already a little annoyed, right? Put me in this position, right? Not mentioning it. Saying something's clear, it wasn't. Right? Not heeding the warnings. And so after all that, right? I receive a call from somebody. I then get the call from, you know, when we're going to meet up. And that's when Barrett calls, and I start crashing out about that. That's the thing in the back of my mind, the fucking perversion of it. No, all that's said and done. I think Barrett was looking out for me, but it didn't change the fact that he managed to go unmonitored, right? And during that conversation, they twatted something out, indicating that they were watching. I was so frustrated with Barrett at the time, that I just kind of lashed out and may have said some things to the individual about what we do. I'll tell you, I don't think that's a concerning bit.
Okay.
Because I don't see that doing any damage, quite frankly. Not that it really matters in the grand scheme of things, right? But they were watching. And what's has me sort of as I've been breaking down this whole like calculus, right? Is it worth it? What are we getting? Why are we doing this for free? Because right now it's for fucking free. As far as like they is that if there was never a concern to begin with, if everything was A-okay, then why watch? And then why tell me afterwards? Because I met with him afterwards.
Something is not adding up here.
It's not.
The location that you had your meeting, right, where these photos were taken, is there any possibility that that's known, that it was under surveillance, anything like that?
I don't believe so. And even if it was, that's not really so much the... It's more the lack of security. The mention about the one I'm concerned with, right? The one that's... it's like, how are you going to tell me that everything's fine and then you're fucking following my ass too? You nearly blow my fucking cover, right?
Yeah.
Meeting with their ass. Expect that what do you call it? What's I gonna say? Expect you're not gonna give this security. You're blowing your own fucking cover, right? They've yet to really bite anyone that bites the hand they feed, right? And I know this. I've seen it. They've yet to go after anyone of merit, which is sort of what we're in this for. Which, fine, right? I can wait. I'm a patient man. But in the heart of mentioning this whole monitoring thing, the person I was on the boat with noted a helicopter in the air. And now, mind you, when I spoke to them afterwards, specifically on Barrett, I didn't realize till afterwards, not till like this morning, late last night, not last night, Tuesday night, that they mentioned the like being, did you notice a helicopter? And I was so fucking cooked until like I started playing back everything in my head and noted, wait a minute, that was them. And they tried to tell me that twat. Because I asked them, why are you fucking watching? Like, what the fuck? They said it wasn't about me. But then what the fuck was it about, if not that? Right?
Yeah.
So things sort of don't really connect. Right? And I've been sort of... and that's why I'm very cautious how I go about this, because I don't know what they can and cannot hear. Right? I don't know if they got fucking listening devices like on the fucking thing. I'm fairly certain they can hear phone calls.
Okay.
I do believe that it's very selective, right? Like it doesn't just happen. You know, it's not like an always thing.
Yeah.
I also am very well aware that, and I'm sure you understand and probably have an idea who I'm talking about.
I'm going to be honest, because I always am, right? I wasn't there, so I don't have perfect information. All I have to go off is what you've told me and trying to piece this together, right?
Yeah.
Feels like I'm trying to put a puzzle together, but I'm missing pieces. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So my initial reaction to this is it sounds like you don't have the whole story. Like information is being withheld from you.
Correct.
And that's problematic because I would argue, given the risk that we're taking, which inherently is basically all of the risk, let's be honest, there has to be a level of trust, right?
Agreed.
Now, again, this is happening to you, right? I'm not there, but to me, right, this is concerning. Now, you know, whatever decision you make, I'm going to trust you. But in my mind, based off what I'm hearing, I'm thinking about what precautions I need to take, what precautions we need to take.
I don't think there are any real precautions. And I've gone through this calculation. And part of that is, and please stop me if I'm off base. They can make claims. They can have someone put a bunch of shit on us. I'm prepared to eat it all. 'Cause I don't really give a fuck. I've been to prison.
Yeah.
I've served my time. And so if they ever went down that route, it would really show the rats from the rest, right? So I don't think that route would ever be taken.
Well, I think realistically, anyone could do that.
Right.
That's a potential reality you live with every day in San Andreas. So if they want to go that route, that doesn't make them special.
Yeah. There's another route. Is the route of execution. Taking away your life. Life of your friends and family. I spent 9 months in hell. I don't really have any of that. And I'm not trying to downplay our relationship there, Michael, but I'm fucking dead inside.
Yeah.
And looking at you, I don't think you're very far from it.
No.
It's like a butcher beginning to care for their chickens. There's another facet of this is I already got somebody that's on the line, and I know rationally there's nothing I can do about it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to try, right? But it's not exactly a moving and compelling threat. But even in lieu of all this, right? It'd be a very, very childish decision. Because we're living in an island that's currently run by the devil. A power that wants to take down them, take down us, and take it down everyone with it. So if they choose to make me an enemy, or you an enemy, for being a little bit interested in our own desires, well then show me, baby. Show me how much of a pussy you really are. That's how I kind of chop it up. Because they may feel they do not need us, but you and I both fucking know better than that. Yeah, you can go down to fucking Walmart if you want. But right now, you're dealing with a goddamn boutique.
Yeah.
Do you want the fucking made in China or the made in the United States? And Canada, in this case.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways.
Let's look at it this way, right? 9 months ago, between you and me, I was driving a tow truck and in my spare time slinging weed for some bullshit gang that I didn't give a fuck about. And
wait, you were serious about that?
I swear to God.
What the fuck? Wait,
Twice.
what?
I mean, I did it twice, and it made me want to blow my fucking brains out, okay?
What the fuck?
You gave me an opportunity, and from that day, you stood for something that I believed in, and that hasn't changed. So, whatever route we go down it. I cannot tell you that I trust you in any different way. So, you make the call. You know I got you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, Ray called me early today, and I think, and maybe I misread him, I think he was asking if I'm interested in Hades.
Romanov?
Yeah. I told him it's not really my jam, you know what I mean? You know, if I had my if I had my choice, I would I want to see people start working shit in the background. Make the city run and have a little bit of chaos on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
There's open. Listen, that's not to say that gangs don't have their place, but man, it really is just the gangs and the cops nowadays. There's not a lot of room for people like us.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be honest, you know, way back when, right? It didn't take me long to realize it, right? Everything was so surface level. It was so fucking basic. It didn't take me long to realize that that life wasn't for me, right?
In many ways, it's excitement that's too easily handed over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The thrill, the excitement, for me, it's always been about like building. You know what I mean? See how tall you can make that skyscraper.
Yeah. Yeah, my excitement comes from complexity. I won't lie.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I think if anyone knew how our network worked, they'd think we were overcooking. But they don't see the beauty in the design. But you know, that's the beautiful thing about it. It's like we don't need anyone else to appreciate it, really. Like maybe it's nice to share it every once in a while, but the appreciation is, you know, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah. You know what's funny is you call it complex, but it seems like every day it gets more complex. A new bank account, right? A new property here. And that's, to me, that's exciting.
Yes.
Right?
I'm going to give Princess another ring. Let's see how she's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, she's on the phone.
Did you link up with her today?
Yes, I saw her earlier. It was a very good conversation. I did sort of explain some of the nuances of why some of the changes were made with the last one, just so she, you know, it was nice. She told me not to get any ideas when we went to her room, which I had forgotten. The old, I realized after that conversation how secluded a lot of the government has become as a consequence of just, it doesn't matter unless the DOJ wakes up and looks at it, right? Sort of situation.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of the, it's unfortunate because having things be a little bit more organically moving on a day-to-day basis, I would love to see that. But I don't think we're going to see something like that until, you know, the boom in the economy starts back up.
Yeah. You know, if the system was just respected, I mean, I think back on it all the time, what could have been. Actually, you know, Princess had me out at her castle. Yeah. And I walked away from that conversation. I think I said to her, like, I wish we were having these conversations and passing state legislation for the last 9 months. And if anything is a shame, Nino, it's that it's only just kind of happening now. And even then, we don't even know if it's going to go forward. But if the system would have just been respected, what could have been?
Yeah, I agree.
I think the saddest part is, right, they gave themselves all the tools they needed to handle the situation if it ever got out of control, yet they still felt the need to play God.
It's equally as annoying how long it took for some of this hang-ups for rules to be and clauses to get thrown in that they themselves ignored.
Yeah.
Like, The Weiss thing is the one that confuses me the most.
Yeah.
How do you approve something and then be the one that ignores it?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It completely it really fucking it really makes you want like it screams bad faith. I mean, maybe everything I do, I have to relate it back to how it acts. I can't conceivably imagine anyone doing something and then forgetting it just 2 months later. You know, like it people forget over time, but that quickly on something like this, when you're that passionate about it, no fucking way.
Well, and it wasn't like it was something that just happened in passing, right? This is something that was actively worked on. Heavy involvement, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, looks like Princess is twatting out if you want to try giving her a call again.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Nino.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing all right. You saw my comment?
No, I didn't. One sec.
Okay, it looks perfect. I'd be happy to sign it as is, but I just wanted to make absolutely sure that the way that it's written doesn't...
Oh, Michael, that line she highlighted in A is right about that. Any within that county. So
It
remember,
just, it doesn't, it's like
you're
based on
100%
how
right.
you read it.
That's not supposed to be in there. We rewrote it with you signing it in mind. So, oh yeah, and we got to change the intro there, Michael, because now it's the mayor's. Okay, we're gonna clean that up, and I'm gonna give you. That's a good catch.
Amazing. And
All
yeah,
right.
if it's just cleanup stuff, then if you put it on the docket, then I will sign.
Easy. All right.
You're not making any crazy changes.
Yep, 100%. We're just gonna clean it up so that it's more geared towards the state and San Andreas rather than what was originally the county.
Okay, perfect.
All right, easy. All right.
Good.
Hey, appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
You take care.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Yep, got it. So I think we should be good.
And then that each county has a that's kind of okay. Let's send it.
I'm gonna clean up the comments, okay?
Yep. Let me know when it's good.
Just put your signature in at the bottom, and you're good to go.